Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is, just another Sunday live stream. We're going to discuss the coming week ahead, and hopefully, you guys caught the little short videos I did about horoscopes for all 12 signs. Feel free to interchange those, sun, moon, rising, it doesn't really matter, but it's good to be back, and third time is a charm. I'm sorry I'm a little bit late, but up until this point, YouTube I was just getting a big buffering wheel while it was trying to load, so hopefully the live stream will stay going this time, right? Third time's a charm. Hello, husband. I miss you so much, and I can't wait until you come home. I know that's sort of selfish of me, but I do. All right, we're going to start today off with our Soul Truth deck by Brianna Hovey. This is a great deck, and I love it. And happy May Day, everybody. It is the 1st of May. Can you believe it? Crazy. So things are going to get a little bit crazy while we're going through this transition into the next season. Hey, Derek, it's good to see you. And you are just in time. I haven't even pulled a card yet. Happy May Day. And I honestly, I'm starting to see that even though things might get a little bit sketchier as we go through this, I think we're definitely on the upward turn. I think there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that none of us really know about. And it's a whole lot of, hey, look over here, and hey, look over here, to distract us from what's really going on behind the scenes. So just, keep your head in the game, everyone. Remember that sometimes when things don't look very loving, it's because you are the love that the world's seeking, right? Epic. All right. And our first Soul Truth question for today, ironically, or not, because I don't believe in coincidences. How can I deepen my trust right now? Right? Because ultimately, what we're really being asked to do is trust the universe, right? That it has our back, that it's not trying to lead us astray. Very often we get ourselves in bad situations because we think we know better than what we're being shown, but do we really? The back of the card says to trust and surrender and let go of the wheel, right? You can trust yourself. You can trust fully in yourself so that you can deepen your trust in others as well. Because remember, trust creates safety, and when we feel safe, we feel unstoppable. And that is true. I know when I feel safe and loved and am acknowledging that to myself are the times I feel the least fuckwithable. So our soul action for this Sunday says to let go and trust. Today, we're going to find our center in the chaos and be certain within ourselves so that we can deepen our trust in others as well, right? Beautiful. I love that. Indeed, it is all laid out for us, and sometimes dropping the oar and letting the flow take us where it will is really one of our hardest lessons. All right, I just pulled 4 more in a pile to finish off this deck. I'm not sure what else other decks I'm going to use yet, but I knew I had to pull this one out. All right. The real question you need to be asking yourself is, are you focused on what you want most, right? So what is it that you are trying to achieve right now? What are you trying to learn? Where is your focus? Is it on all of the bullshit going on all around you? I mean, can you not set down your social media for 5 seconds because you have FOMO? What next big thing is going to be trending? Or are you setting that aside and maybe learning some new skills? I have a feeling that coming up, a lot of us are going to be kind of thrust into a point where We are having to learn a lot of really new things. And if you kind of get yourself in that mindset before it happens, it's not such a shock when it does, right? So the back of this card has a really awesome quote by Tony Robbins, and it says, "One reason so few of us achieve what we truly want is that we never direct our focus. We never concentrate our power, because most people dabble their way through life, never deciding to master anything in particular. And oh my Lord, am I guilty of this?" How many of you are, right? I have a tendency to stick my hand in all of the pies and never fully finish any of it. So, what did I do? I stuck myself in culinary school, where I'm having to learn all of those management skills. And boy, has it made a difference already. I'm getting ready to go into week 11. I only have one more week left of my class. And, right, me too. We're a tribe for a reason, right, guys? Um, So what we need to remember right now is what we focus on grows, right? So if you're focusing on the bullshit, the effect of the bullshit in your life is going to grow. If you're focusing on the things that you want to achieve, well, you're going to learn a little bit faster, right? So ask yourself, is your life a reflection of your values, or do you need to make adjustments and prioritize? I know for me, I need to prioritize a little bit more, because although I'm doing amazing in school, honor roll whole time, 100%, just to, you know, pat myself on the back a little bit. Um, Other parts of my life are starting to kind of suffer a little bit. Like my, clean freakness is sort of getting set on the back burner because I have horrible OCD about the environment that I'm in. And I've noticed it's kind of slipping a little bit. So it's time for me to work that back in. And oh my gosh, I love stained glass. If you ever take a little trip down that, Derek, I would love some stained glass from you to put out at our property, because that is probably one of my most favorite things. And I want to build a stained glass greenhouse, is going to be one of my biggest things. But I want to actually put some really pretty stained glass in our cabin that we're building too, because I want it to be there forever. So if you ever trips down that road, please let me know. I will pay exorbitant amounts of money for some good stained glass. Okay, back to what we're talking about though. So we're really being asked to prioritize those things that give us that lift in life. I'm not sure what the opposite of OCD is, but noted. And honestly, my OCD is just my need to control my environment, because in my childhood I didn't have a lot of control over what was going on. So that was kind of the way I was. So maybe it's just the fact that I'm a little bit more relaxed about life that is the reason why that's not being so much forefront in my mind. Things that make you go, breakthroughs upon breakthroughs, right? Exactly. All right. So, on what are you focused right now? And how can you deepen your trust in the universe to get it to you? That is a good question as well. And funny that we were just talking about flexibility, right? How can you be more flexible right now? What is it that you're being that immovable rock about? What are you trying to control? I swear that's what it says right there. Right? So, what is it about your life that you're trying to control? And, well, maybe it's time to let go of that and let love move through you and through that space. Remind yourself all the time that you're safe, that you're loved, that you're prosperous, right? The reason you're here is because you're supposed to be here, right? So let go of a little bit of that fear. Because life is happening for you, you know, you're not happening to life. It's the other way around. So whatever you're focusing all of that fantastically awesome energetic attention to is going to be what's growing in your life. And it has a little funny side note too on the back about taking a breath and going out and doing some yoga. Right? Indeed, these are all the theme is pretty good today. So here is another good question for the universe. Are you surrounding yourself with people who lift you up? Right? You are the sum total of the 5 people closest to you and those that you put your energy and allow to put their energy into you. So, where's your tribe? What are you putting your energy into? Who are you allowing to fill you up? And is their energy at the level that it needs to be, or is it dragging you back down? Right? Because, like I said before, the people we surround ourselves are, well, they determine who we become because their expectations and focus on us and certain parts of our lives ultimately bring that energetic response out of us. So, does your tribe fill you up? Do they inspire you? Do they believe in you? Do they help you step into your greatest potential? Or are they trying to hold you back and keep you at their own level, right? This is about expansion. We're being asked to step way far out of our comfort zones. So exercise for today, make a desire list of the type of people with whom you wish to surround yourself and clarify if there's anyone in your life who no longer serves your purpose. And is it possible to maybe love them from a distance, right? This has been a really hard lesson for me in my life. I don't have a lot of people who are super close to me that I stay into contact with a lot. I have a tendency to just be that uh, well that people sometimes, dip their buckets into to get where they need to go, and then they forget all about me. And it's created a lot of hardship for me in my life emotionally because I feel like it has to do with me, but really it has nothing to do with me. I'm just being who I am, and those who need to circulate in my presence do, and they take what they need and move along, right? Um, and that doesn't necessarily have to mean that there's something wrong with you. If that happens to be a place that you find yourself in too, we are kind of the way showers, right? And although we don't have all our shit figured out either, uh, on an energetic vibration level, um, we're kind of ahead of the game, right? Right? Yes, it is definitely okay to walk away from things, and it's okay to let other people walk away too. And yes, it is ultimately sometimes very necessary. Uh, because sometimes once they level up, they kind of just stay there. They never continue to level up. So you don't want to be that ladder for someone else. Instead, you want to continue shining that light, right? Because, yes, Derek, we are beacons, and that is just how it is, right? We chose that before we came here, so we can't piss and moan about it now. All right. Oh, upside down. Our last question from the Soul Truth deck is, if I had a magic wand and could have anything I desire in life, what would I choose? This is a really good question, right? And ultimately, though, it's asking us to like find this desire, right? This place that we really want to go, that we have to be, and that we're willing to fight no matter what to get there, right? Because there is power in those desires, and we're being asked to let them fuel us today and going forward, because our desires are our soul's wings, and it's time to take flight, right? That's what the card says. The soul action that goes along with this card says to go inward, because, well, we all know, right? We have to go within or go without. It is what it is. That's just one of those universal laws. So really figure out what it is that you desire. Choose what makes you happy and do that. Do nothing but that, in fact. So if it's something that is bringing you joy and it's not harming anyone else, then keep doing it, right? You don't have to ask permission. There's no sign up list, right? Be flexible too about where those synchronicities are taking you as you're leveling into that flow. Remember that you surround yourself with those who you become. So are you staying on that level footing, or are you trying to level up your relationships too as well? The more you put yourself out there, the more you are going to find people who are willing to give you a hand up the ladder too as well. We are not the be all and end all just because we're the beacons, right? We're just over here shouting, hey, look at me, I can do this and you can do it too, right? Whatever that happens to be for you. And the more we focus on that and trust in the universe to bring us the people, place, and things and all the ideas and everything else that we need to get us where we want to go, the easier it's going to be, right? But we don't want to be trying to, paddle upstream when the universe is telling us to just let go and go the other direction, right? And we're being really, really asked to figure that out right now. All right. That's it for that deck. How about we grab a couple affirmations for this coming week out of the Soul Coaching deck by Denise Lynn, right? One of my favorites. Okay. I think we'll get three. I think three is good. There's one. Two and three. Okay. So our first affirmation is about focus. Okay. We're just talking about what we focus on grows, right? Well, here's a really good affirmation. All of my thoughts are directed toward my highest good, right? And that's how we get to point B from point A. And there's always going to be another point B, right? Because as soon as you get to point B, it turns into point A. So on and so forth, onwards and upwards, as far as we're willing to imagine ourselves going, right? The second one is fulfillment. Ooh. So don't forget to give yourself that pat on the back, right? And feel that fulfillment every time you fulfill one of those desires, right? Joy abounds in all areas of my life. Focus on that fulfillment. Ooh, we have a lot of F words too. And simplicity. My favorite saying, keep it simple, stupid, right? A lot of times we overcomplicate everything with our human thoughts and emotions. But if we really take a step back and look at where we were before, whatever you count before us, and compare it to where we are now, it didn't get there because we forced it, right? We got there because, well, we let go and followed the flow for once. And here we are, way better off than we were before. Remember, deep, profound serenity is expanding in your life today and all days, right? Indeed. Y'all need to pat yourselves on the back more. Says the chick who never does it and needs to do it more. There's a reason we're tribe, right? And think about all of those conversations that you're having too with people who are also on that leveling up process. And even though we might all be at different levels, the fact that we're all trying to reach this collective goal of, being awake and awesome beings that we are, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to take responsibility for those people who are not trying to level up their game and are willing to sit where they are, right? They're not willing to step outside their comfort zone. So don't take those as a failure, right? That's why we're all given free will, so that we can exercise it. Nice. Good job. I need to do all of those things today too as well. And I have been procrastinating because I am the queen of procrastination. And then I have to rush around doing it like a crazy lady. And I don't want to live that way anymore. So I need to figure out a better routine so I can get all of these things that I have going on into one basket instead of 12. I could do it, right? Because we can do hard things. That has been a huge lesson for me this week. I don't drive around much here because it's scary driving in the city. And I get really bad anxiety because other people drive like idiots. And I had to take my husband to the airport on Tuesday, I think it was. And then my son yesterday went to the mall with a bunch of his friends, and I had to go pick him up. And that was I was super freaked out about it. And then I got in the car. It's 22:22, and there's two of you in here, or at least only two that are showing on the thing anyway. So two codes today. So I had to go pick him up, and it was basically the same general area. And the entire way there, I had like a half-mile bubble around me. And there were cars racing by every once in a while, but for the most part, I was sustaining this huge, like, energetic shield bubble, just because I get super nervous when the cars get super close together on the highway, and there's like 5 or 6 lanes of cars here, in some places, so it freaks me out really bad. And I hit every single light I hit turned green. And I was like, all right, I am in the flow today. Even though I'm scared out of my mind, I trusted the universe to get me where I needed to go. And it did. And it was great. And I was fine. I love you too, husband. Oh my gosh, right? Here they go 50 over and play race car driver all over the highway. And oh my gosh, I just can't. I can't even. But it was fine, and everything's fine. So I had to go pick up my fantastic husband at 9:30 on Tuesday. So 9:30 at night, it shouldn't be too bad, I'm hoping. But that will be the most awesome day for me. So I can't wait for him to come home. He's been gone for a week. All right. So focus on how simple fulfillment is basically what our affirmations are for today. So let's get those all together. All of my thoughts are directed toward my highest good. Joy abounds in all areas of my life, and deep, profound serenity is expanding in my life as well. Right? The drivers on the sidewalk. Oh my gosh. Some people's children. I don't even know. All right, let's get some crystal cards for those of you who have hung out in the chat with me. And then I think we'll close this out with a message from the Nature's Whisper Oracle, because it's Mayday. Yes, they are your favorite cards. All right, so I'm going to get 2. Oh, speaking of which, if you are hanging out and have not gotten your name in the chat, please get your name in the chat now so I can pull a quick card for you and get you some crystals for the week. All right, husband, we'll do yours first. Pardon me. Ooh, tiger iron. I love this. This is not the same as tiger's eye as I thought it was. But this is a stone to help us feel safe and protected, improve our self-esteem and confidence. It helps to dissipate jealousy, extend blessings and goodwill to others, and also increase our philanthropic actions, which I don't think any of those are really problems that you have, but maybe there's something coming up this week where that's going to be a thing, right? The affirmation for this stone, it says, I am grateful for other people's good fortune. It brings me joy to see others experiencing happiness, right? Remember that what you wish for others, you are also wishing upon yourself too. So that is kind of where that's going. Let's get one more. See if we can get a clarifier for that. Oh, we actually got 2. Okay. So Lapis came out. This activates your intuition, helps you to be a clear channel. It also gives you access to the Akashic records, which is really fun. Helps you to stay grounded and also feel protected and safe, and promote clarity in the dream time. Golden Topaz, my birthstone, helps you to visualize your life purpose, amplify your joy and bliss, improve your ability to speak up, cultivates ease, and helps you to process all that's happening around and within you. So I'm sensing a huge breakthrough for you coming up this week, which is really, really good. I'm excited. Okay, so the affirmation for Lapis says, I receive messages all the time and follow my internal guidance system. And the Topaz says, I step forward with joy and enthusiasm. I see my path shining brightly before me, right? And that's kind of, all of those kind of really fall in line with what we were talking about today during today's message too. So exciting stuff. This energy we're going into through this portal is very, very big, right? All right, Derek, let's get yours. Oh my goodness. All right, you actually popped out 4. 3 were down, so they're going to be your supporting messages, and 1 was up, and this is literally one of my favorite stones, rhodonite, right? This card helps us to release heartache and grief and sorrow of past relationships, not just past love relationships, but also past family relationships, ancestral relationships. And it brings this sense of lightheartedness and joy into your life. It's also used to restore the balance of confidence and emotions too, as well. After my mom died, we had a really wicked codependent relationship, and it was very tumultuous, to put it mildly. And we happened to run across a necklace at a little tiny hole in the wall store that we like to stop in on our mountain drives that we would take. And there was this necklace in there, and it was calling to me. And at that time, this is really what I needed. It had a few other stones that were in it too as well, but they were kind of supporting this one stone. And it's this really pretty, like, rose pink color. The affirmation for this says, my mental and emotional bodies are balanced and I attract nurturing people, right? This stone really calls us to put our faith into the universe, that it's not out to get us, right? It helps us to heal that relationship with ourself, which was the one that was reflected in the relationship that we're grieving for. Or at least it was for me, right? You have a lot of red and pink cards here, mister. And they're good. Ooh, I like this. Okay, the ruby and fuchsia card. This is used to help increase our passion for life and in our relationships. It also will help to attract a spiritually aligned romance, love, and maybe even your soulmate if that's what you believe in. So I'm seeing some relationship things coming up for you, especially because you pulled rose quartz too, right? Also a soulmate attraction card. This also helps us to increase our feelings of comfort and acceptance, amplifies our feelings of unconditional love, incoming and outgoing, and helps us to cultivate good friends and family and tribe, right? Um, this affirmation for this card is one of my favorites. It says, I allow love and open my heart to attention, affection, and my romantic partner. Very often we close ourselves off from that. I know this from personal experience because we do not feel deserving of that other person's love, right? And so we kind of push it away and go, no, that's not for me. I don't deserve that. I didn't do anything to earn it. But the universe is really asking you to remember that there's nothing that you have to do to earn it. You already did by showing up, right? And then that leads to your last stone, Peridot. This will help you to release feelings of impatience, jealousy, and frustration about maybe how long it's taking. It helps to improve your ability to integrate and process life and connect to your inner strength and unlimited potential, right? This is also something that we were kind of talking about today from a different viewpoint, right? The affirmation for Peridot says, good fortune is the result of good thoughts and actions. And I am grateful for my blessings, right? Just like I am grateful for each and every one of you and how you're showing up for yourselves every day. Keep it up. Indeed. Trust and patience. And try not to poo-poo on your own party. Just saying, right? When it shows up, accept it and don't push it away. Okay? Now, you're welcome. Or should I say, it was my pleasure. I'm trying not to say you're welcome. It's such a cliche word anymore. All right, let's close out our collective. Oh, angel face. I love you. Since I haven't pulled this card yet, let's pull a stone out for you. All right. You've only got one. Emerald. This is one of the best stones, and I actually love it more in its uncut state. This is going to help you release limiting beliefs regarding money, increase your financial success, attract extreme wealth, increase abundance in all areas of your life, and cultivate authentic relationships. Ooh, beautiful. I love that. All right, let's get one. Oh, there's your supporter right there. Turquoise. This always comes up for you. And usually I'm always wearing it, but today I'm not. I got my moon earrings in because, it was a partial eclipse today. And it's May Day. Remember, you are always in the right place at the right time with the right people. Oh, you are, because we love you here. Now, this is going to help you improve your timing, increase the occurrence of synchronistic opportunities, inspire you with creative ideas, help you to develop an understanding of various cultures and spiritual philosophies too, as well. Nice. Uh-oh. Maybe it's with an idea, not an actual human. Just say. All right. Turquoise and emerald, love. Turquoise and emerald. I think it's a good point. Very often when those come up, it's actually an idea and or something that we have to take action on, not an actual human. Yeah, maybe. You never know. It's a great idea. All right. Let's get our Nature's Whisper card to close this out for today. Right. Only reason I had children was so I could have grandbabies. I'm just kidding. Either way, I think that's pretty rich. There was a time in my life I would have given appendages to give my fantastic husband a baby. But we're too old for that shit, so we're moving on. So, I'll take Powerball. Uh-oh. Okay, this one stayed in my hand, so we're going to take that one. And then I had 3 more pop out, too. You'll have to keep me posted about that whole baby thing, though, because now I'm curious. Shift your energy, everyone, right? Remember what we were talking about before. Focus. Focus on what you want. What are your desires? Focus your energy there and not on the bullshit trying to distract you. Just saying. Plus, there's so much in these cards. Remember that you have nothing but options and you are the creator of your existence. What are you creating from the vibration that you're holding? Okay. Yes, Mega Millions would also suffice. Lotto, at this point, I'd take $100 on the ground. I'm pretty easy. Just saying, universe. Empowerment, right? This is also something we're being asked to embrace and focus our energy, right? This is about our own personal empowerment. So are you taking that upon yourself or are you giving it away to others? Are you saying this is never going to be able to happen because X, Y, Z? Or are you leaving the universe open to, maybe miraculous options? And be gentle with yourself as you're going through this process because there's going to be times where you're not getting it. And then there's going to be times where you make monumental progress in leaps and bounds, right? So try to focus on those. Focus on the joy it brings to create whatever it is you're creating. Right? Noticing we have a lot of sunset pictures as well. And my favorite, be in service, right? This doesn't necessarily mean to necessarily be in service to others, but be in service to yourself and what your desires and wants and dreams are. Stop trying to help everybody else figure theirs out, and instead figure yours out so you can be that beacon of awesomeness that shows that anybody can do it. You did, right? And that's all we're trying to do here. Figure out what that desire is. And then take those little steps all the time until you get there. If you follow that path of least resistance that's been laid out for you by the universe, follow those breadcrumbs, those, little synchronicities that have been left for you, you'll get there a lot faster and a lot easier too as well. You too, Dee. It's good to see you. And it's time for me to get off here too as well. This has been a beautiful 40-minute live stream, and I've enjoyed your presence immensely. Thank you as always for sharing my space, and we will be back again really, really soon. I'm getting ready to go into finals week, so I may be a little bit scarce. I may be on more often. Who knows? It's just going to depend on how I feel. But remember, I love you all beyond measure. Thank you for being a part of our tribe here. We couldn't do any of this without you. Also, thank you for liking, sharing the channel. It's the best way you can help us out. And to all of you who are new subscribers, thanks for joining our tribe. Now, be good. Be good to yourselves and be good to each other. And the more we do that, the more we'll see that in the world around us as well. But remember, in order for us to create a new tower, the first one has to fall down. So don't be scared by the rubble. Instead, look at it as the endless possibilities for how you can create it yet again, stronger and better than the first time. Bye now, everybody. I love you.